Hello everyone, Asia here. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you guys for tuning into my frequency. So I want to talk about today is the 13th of September 2020. Happy New Year. Well, usually 2012. And I want to share with you guys some downloads that I've been having about the human experience and the levels to the human experience. But before I go any further, I want to first talk about spirals, spirits, string theory. That spirits are actually spirals, DNA, and we have trillions of DNA spirals within our human physical body. And these spirals are also called spirits, meaning that they have a certain kind of information attached to them, memories that we put in place to experience in this human experience. And you can tap into any spirits, or you can shock or jolt a spiral to come alive to access a certain spirit that you will give you a certain experience. And we have trillions of these spirits within the human body to have certain experiences. So you have different things that we decided upon on a collective level that will trigger or shock these spirals into, let's say, active mode or into light mode. And these are all the substances that we use. Some use alcohol, which alcohol keeps you the lower spirits alive. You have the cannabis that helps you to access information that is already there. So there are different things, there are foods that help you to trigger a certain spiral within the body for you to have a certain experience. And this is how spirits come about. And these are the spirits. And we are susceptible to access different spirits. We can also say channel different spirits, or we can consciously access whatever spirit we want to bring forth a certain experience. And it is all linked with the body, and I'm just going to say the body is very important as well. I'm going to talk about the size of the body, which has to do with mass and how fast a spirit, you can spiral up within a spirit or you can spiral down within a spirit. And the size of the body determines that. The leaner the body is, the lighter the body, the smaller the mass, the slender you are, you can move very fast through these spirits or time or experiences. The bigger the body, the slower you will move through these spirals, and the slower it takes to get up to the top of the spiral and also to descend. So you more to be like the in between. And I'm just going to say perpetuating a certain kind of thing for a longer period of time, because you're unable to move whether fast or slow. While in the opposite, if you're a slender being, your body is slender, then you're able to become some more like, say, multidimensional, access different kind of spirits quickly, ascending them quickly and descending them quickly, and to have different experiences within your lifetime, as others will just be having the same experience over and over again. So that was my little thing about spirits, that spirits are actually spirals, DNA, and within the DNA spirals there are different information, and you'll see certain people accessing information and saying that they're channeling messages from different beings, whether Arcturian, Lyran beings, whatever star beings you say you're accessing, is because you have the DNA memory, the memory or recording in these spirits built inside the body as well, and you can access these spirits when needs be. So I'm going to move in to talk about the human experience and the ascension and the body, and how the body is linked with time. The body is like a clock, and if you can sync this clock to certain higher time forms, then you'll be able to have a certain kind of experience, shift your experiences. They say jump timeline or shift your human experience. So the body is built with time, and this is why we have like synchronistic numbers. You see different numbers all over the place. It's actually you put those in place to shock certain spiral into being, so you can have a certain kind of experience. And these synchronicities that you see, like time, repeating numbers, you see repeating numbers, a certain music, a certain art form. You decided to have these things to trigger certain spirits to have a certain experience. And then again, there's no right or wrong, there's no judgment. Everything is in the one, and the one is having all these experiences. So we're going to talk about the different stages or levels within the human experience. So we're going to talk about being human, being real. And this realness of being a human is like the we'll say the human form or experience with the all the possibilities, the endless possibilities. You can experience whatever experiences because you are human. So you have all these spirals, different spirals floating inside of you that you can access. So that's being real. So you can have different experiences within a lifetime, as opposing to robots or non-humans who can only perpetuate one experience for their entire life. So that's the difference between a human and a robot. Human can experience different experiences with their lifetime, and the robots can only like experience one reality or experience for the entire duration of their lifespan. So we have all these memories built inside of us. We decided this so we can have the experiences. And human, that's being real. Now you have humans, and then you have hybrids. And the hybrids is a mixture of, because everything comes from top to bottom. So you actually have the ascended God, the ascended ones. Then you have like the elite ones. They're on the same level with the ascended ones. And with the ascended ones and the elite masters, ascended masters and elite ones, they create hybrids. And the hybrids are the ones who can access both ascended mastership, or they can also perpetuate eliteship. And the elites are actually in charge of controlling the lower matrix, keep the lower matrix alive, while the ascended masters are there to keep the upper matrix alive. So light workers are actually agents of ascended masters. You're actually tapping into spirits that are connected to ascended masters, and you're actually an agent for these ascended masters working for them. And you're able to do all of this because you are a real being and you can experience all of these. The elites, however, are in charge of controlling the lower matrix. And the elites, I'm going to say that they're not so much human because they tend to not have several experience over a lifetime. They seem to have the same experience. And I'm just going to use an example. Real humans go through processes of going broke, getting back up again with money, having good experiences, having bad experiences, experiencing happy times, experiencing emotions. And this is why they say they experience emotions while the elites can't experience emotions, is because they're in a constant chain of, like, I'm going to say most they're wealthy, they're born in wealth, and they stay in wealth because they're not able to switch out of that. There's like they can't really experience not having wealth. And it is still spirits who want to have these experiences, who created this kind of body, because it's also attached to the body. I don't really want to get into the old melanin and non-melanated, but it is all linked to that, to have a certain kind of experience. And they have the in-betweens, and the in-betweens are the ones who can't really do ascended mastership or can't really do elites, but they're in between, and they tend to work they tend to work for either side, but they don't have certain access to the upper levels of either the elite or ascended masters. So those are a few levels to the human experience, you have ascended mastership, you have the elites, you have the in-betweens, you have the hybrid, and the real human experience. And it's because of this real human experience where we can experience all the others. And that's from the bottom level up. But from the top level is because of the God source oneness. Then it goes on to the ascended masters and the elite. So this is where the split into two comes in, the light against the dark, the opposite, because that's when it's split from the oneness, the God. You have the ascended masters and the elites. And then from the ascended masters and the elites, you have the in-betweens and there's another. I'll get to that one. You have the in-betweens, and there's another one. And with those in-betweens, and I don't remember the other one. I'm not getting it. When I get it, I'll share it. The in-betweens, and then it come down to the oneness again, one, which is the human source, which is here on earth, the real human experience. So it's all linked to the Kabbalah again. And this is why you have earth at the bottom, which is it becomes one again, which is the human experience. Then it's split into two going up, which is the in-between and the hybrids. In-between and the hybrids. And then it goes up again to the ascended masters and the ascended masters and the elite, and then back into the God source consciousness. So this is where you get the whole form of the Kabbalah, the whole tree of life, because that's the descension of the energy from the up and down flow. And this is I'm gonna say the oneness or the God source created this to have these experiences. And these experiences are nothing new. It has been built ages for I can't even quantify the time that it has been here, and we're just going through time and space to experience these human life experiences again, until we reach up back into the oneness consciousness, and then we descend again, and our ascend if you choose to go into another tree of life or into another realm of experience. And that's the downloads that I've been getting about the human experience and how it works. I hope this is clear and it may help. Thanks for tuning in, Asia, and I'll speak to you guys on camera soon.